In this video, let's see how to draw like a pro. In my previous video, I talked about how to steal like an artist. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it above. Before we start off this video, let's understand what does drawing like a professional mean. Just a quick side note, similar to Tenhan, I created a favor gig to make a video out of it. So for just this week, I have this favor gig up online. This is a gig where I draw anything you want. I thought doing this would make a fun video. So for just this following week, I have this favor gig up online. Book me in the link in the description and let's see what I come up with. Alright, back to today's video. Being a professional artist means someone wants to hire you for your artistic skills. But what do you need to showcase for them to hire you? As an example for this video, let's say you want to be a character designer at Disney. But what do they look for? What do they need? Well, it's pretty simple. Similar to my last video, look for professionals at Disney and find out what their process is. One way to do that is every movie and animation movies release an art of book, which is something like this. This book is the art of the movie of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This book alone had so many references and so many names of artists whom you need to know. This book was the first kind of book I bought, which explained the full animation process. Apparently there are so many books which you can buy similar to this, literally of any movie, may it be The Incredibles, The Avengers or any Marvel movie. They explain their process of how they make the movie, how they design the characters, how they design the costumes. This is so much valuable information, and they also give the names of who does them. You can look them up online and find out their online profiles and learn from them. This was so useful for me to learn animation and character design. Let's see this page as an example. Here you can see that they don't have any complex or detail-oriented artwork. It's all simple line work, how the head movements at different angles are, and how the body language of the character is. And once they have a decision on how the final character is going to look, they do something called the expression chart, which is this one right here. Once they have the character design set, they're trying to figure out how the expressions of the characters are, how the face looks like at different angles, and how the face extends at different mouth movements and at different facial expressions, and just trying to figure out the character's body language. So now we have our reference. How do you learn from this? As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm working on an animation right now and I've designed a character for it. Using the process and methodology that I've learned from this movie, I'm going to apply it to my character. Let me show you how I've done that. The sad part is, since these industry professionals have a busy work life, they do not have enough time to upload online, make a video about it, and be consistent. So usually they don't have a huge following, so you'll have to dig deeper to find these industry professionals. Now let's find the artist who was in charge of the facial expression of Gwen Stacy. His name was Bojra Montoro. I hope I'm spelling it right. Let's look at his website and his Instagram page. Like I mentioned, he has only 6,000 followers and Instagram isn't pushing his content. If you see his work, it's all simple line work. It's a brilliant understanding of how expressions work, how perspectives work. This is what you need to be learning. The internet is full of stuff, of a lot of flashy things that catches your attention. So most often you don't find such brilliant profiles that you can learn from. So being a professional artist is not just about working on highly detailed or realistic artwork. It's about understanding how perspectives work, how expressions work, how color works, and that is what studios look for too. They don't look for all flashy, highly detailed color work. They look for whether do you understand what it takes to be a professional artist. Now that we have our reference, let's see how we can learn off of it. So sometime back I came up with this sketch and I wanted to build a story around this character and animate it. Before we do that, let's develop this character. First we need a full body pose of our character, which is similar to this. So with the previous image as reference, I went ahead and worked on this complete image, and this serves as a pretty good starting point for my character design. And my story is going to be based on a jungle, so I went ahead and worked on some tiger designs on a jungle, which he may be wrestling with. It should be a funny concept since he's being so skinny and the tiger is being so muscular, so let's see how that works out. And similar to how we saw in the Spider-Man book, I went ahead and figured out how my body language of my character should be. And I went ahead and worked on some expression charts as well, like we saw on the Instagram page and on the book. So which came out to be something like this. So I believe with the references I have a pretty good start with these. So similar to the book, I was able to come up with a full body character design, a body language pose, and sample expression chart. I think this is a pretty good start for me. From here, I'll try to see how I can take this and make it to a full-fledged animation. I spoke to multiple Disney animation artists and character designers. They advised me that this was one of the best processes I could do to start an animation film, and I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made. If you'd like to do this, understand what your industry needs. It can be animation, character design, painting, it can be anything. Just understand what the industry standard is. From there, take some references, learn off of it, and apply it to your own project. If you come up with something, share it to me on my Instagram page. I'll see how you progress, probably critique it in my next video. I hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next video.